have seen. I don't really know if it's Caesar's Palace or the Venetian. I've never been, but I know that one of the casinos has like clouds and stuff on the sky. Like, just looks really dreamy. That's exactly how it looked outside. I'll insert a clip as well so that you guys can see and enjoy the sounds of the birds.
No way.
It honestly just, it felt so magical. I was really
almost
excited.
A smiley face right there.
My boyfriend texted me and said to go outside because it's beautiful. And I wasn't expecting that. I literally was crying. I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And just soaking it in. And as soon as I said, I love you, universe, and I went inside, I went out not even 5 minutes later, and the rainbow was pretty much gone. And the sky was clear. And I don't know. I just thought that was something special because it's as if it was like meant for me to see, for me to experience, and then it went on its way. I know it's gonna be something amazing, the energy that follows. And I want to show you something as I'm staring out my window. The weeds in the back. It makes like a little triangle, and then there's one right in the middle. I want to show you. I thought that with the pause feature that I could have flipped the camera, but I guess not. So I may have to stop the recording and then flip the camera and show you. So 1 second. Do you see that? I'll put the mic down so that I can actually show you, or like point it out just in case if you can't. Right here. It's a triangle, and in the middle there's another weed sticking up. And I just feel like today is full of signs. Full of things that I'm meant to see. I'm awakening. Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. As I was coming inside too, I was telling myself that in my spirit, in my being, I am a very emotional person, so I don't have to make sense of everything. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to have a solution or fix or anything, because I feel my way through life. So why would I try to counteract that by confusing it and muddling it with making sense of it? Because if there's one thing I've learned, the universe is ever changing, and it's something that it can't really be explained, only felt. And it makes me a bit emotional because I've always been in tune with my emotions, but was always criticized and judged and things like that for it. So I've kind of built up a defense mechanism where I just shut down and shut in because I feel unsafe in the environment that I grew up in. However, that doesn't have to be the story for the rest of my life. I'm allowed to feel. I'm allowed to experience and be curious and show my true self through my emotions, because that's the main thing that I was born with, I feel, is just being a very emotional person, I guess. And just being a very loving person. And I allowed the noise of the outside world and my family and, things of that nature get in the way of that and kind of cloud my mind and my judgment and have a voice that wasn't truly mine. But it's as if those veils are lifting, the walls are breaking down, and I'm actually